Alien's been there enough. It's just I have to get up. Just slow and painful. Oh my god, just do it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ah! Welcome to this week's edition of Two Guys on a Couch. I'm your host, Danny G. This is my guest, Billy S. We are doing 2010 in review. Now, 2010 was not good.
Less than mediocre for me.
Subpar.
And the movie tickets are like $10.75. So when you see one of these horrible movies, it's like, thanks for ruining my $10.75.
Yeah, I could have used.
Rave.
I could have. Yeah, rave. So we are gonna bring you the 5 best and the 5 worst films of the year. Now, the 5 worst were easy to pick since there was just a crap load of bad movies in 2010. This show's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to review all the plot synopsises of all of them, although I know you wanted one.
Oh, we did? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you don't kid me. So, 5 worst films. Let's go. Number 5, Clash of the Titans. Ugh.
I think
Yuck.
You've heard us talking about this one before, possibly. No,
Yeah.
not me, but where was that one going?
I don't know. It should have been called Clash of the Plot Holes, let me tell you that. It seemed as though they were making this film as they
without
went
a script.
Without a script. They're like, okay, let's go film. We have $1 billion. Let's see what we can do. In this place, women can get a disease, but luckily there's a curse that if you stab someone in the heart, they turn into dust. But luckily gods can take that dust and resurrect people, apparently.
And form 2 characters that aren't really funny, but they're supposed to be funny.
You can tell.
And then halfway through the movie, yeah, it's lunchtime. See you later.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. There are these 2 characters that were meant to be funny, and sadly, it is just a mess.
It wasn't there for me. It just didn't. No.
Halfway through the movie, they're just like, "All right, this is too much for us," and leave.
2010, you know.
2000.
Whatever. We've
got another big budget movie to go film that's going to be terrible. Coming out on number 4 is Skyline.
More like Hellline, right? No?
Maybe. No one knows what that movie is because it was so bad that no one saw it. If you are not familiar with it, it's about an alien invasion. Oh, no one has ever done that. No one has ever done an alien invasion movie. That is funny. It was made for $10 million. Now, in movie terms, that's little. They basically were paying their actors with food stamps. This is literally a scene from this movie. Oh my god, I love you, but there's aliens, man! By the end of this movie, you're seriously rooting for the aliens to kill the people.
So the movie will be over. Please kill them.
And I thought by the last 10 minutes that this movie could not get any more bad. And I was dead wrong.
Unfortunately, it did.
Coming up in number 3 is When in Rome. More like, when is this movie gonna be over? This movie is by Kristen Bell, you know, the blonde girl in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And it is about a girl who goes to Rome looking for love.
Haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, right? And flicks a coin into a wishing fountain. It's like, I want people to love me. And then she in this fountain. And then when she does it, the 4 men that are around the fountain, they instantly like fall in love with her, just like under a curse. And the movie is so god awful.
I can just forget about Sarah Marshall.
I actually did forget about Sarah Marshall. You know what I did remember though? To bring a barf bag because I threw up. I had a wishing quarter that I flicked in the fountain. I said, "Please, can I get my $10.75 back?"
And they said no. Number 2! No?
Number 2, Jonah Hex. More like Jonah text 911 because I'm dying. Because this movie is so bad, it has given me a heart attack.
And it's not the good kind. There usually aren't good heart attacks. Like maybe you're laughing so much. No.
This movie is about a cowboy whose family was murdered by this one guy named Turnbull, and it's about his he goes on a revenge hunt to get the guy. This movie was 79 minutes. I think that's the shortest movie I've ever seen.
I wish it was 10.
Yeah. I wish it was 0. This movie stars Josh Brolin and Megan Fox, who's
she's hot, very very attractive, but I'm not feeling her acting skills.
Did she have lines in this movie?
I don't remember. I don't remember. If she did, I don't remember. The worst movie in 2010.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the worst movie of 2010. You want to know what it was?
What?
Worst film of the decade.
Wow.
Number 1 is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh my God! It's more like Avatar: The Last Time I Will Ever Watch a Movie by M. Night Shyamalan. Do they still let him? Why do they still let him direct movies? I watched the series. I truly did. The cartoon, and I loved it. And this movie didn't even like. It's like they just saw one episode and was like, "Let's make a movie." I think I know it enough so I can make a movie. Okay, first of all, the character Aang, they call him Ong. Half the movie, and then they suddenly switched to Aang.
Oh, it's back to Aang.
It's just suddenly became Aang. This movie has the worst acting in it, worse than Skyline. I'm gonna do a scene for you. This is when they go to the Earthbenders. This is literally how much earthbending there is in the movie. This is literally how much earthbending there is. I've traveled so far. I need to see and learn your skills. And the Earthbender is just like, I'll show you. Ah! And then it was.
And then everyone in the movie theater is like, oh.
Was that a pebble? I had to go to a psychiatrist because apparently sticking a gun in your mouth isn't good for you.
And telling the whole theater I'm doing it.
That apparently is.
One guy said, "Please, hand me the gun when you're done." You know, but I can't because I'm on the floor.
It was like his last movie, The Happening. Has anyone seen The Happening?
That should have been called The Ending because it's the last time.
That's the last movie you will ever see.
What's the difference?